don't know how this audio is going to be. It's been a while since I have done a therapeutic art activity, and it's a beautiful autumn day. The sun is shining. We just had a fresh rain, so there's a spider trying to get in on the action. Okay. What are you guys doing? Are you fighting? Oh, okay. I just thought it would be a really good day to get outside and do a quick therapeutic art activity to help ground you and to also just tie you in with nature. So let's get right to it. The first thing that you're going to want to do is head outside, and I want you to take a few moments and look for some pieces of nature that you will want to use to incorporate in this activity. So during this time, I want to be very aware of the nature that is around me. I want to touch it and I want to experience it. And I want to find pieces of nature that speak to me that I will want to use in my art activity. So look for textures, colors, anything that really just connects with you. During this time, you are subconsciously exploring a lot of your senses like sight, sound, touch, smell. If you choose to do this activity during the day, which I highly recommend, you're getting that boost of energy from the sun and having the opportunity to breathe in some fresh air. And once you have found at least 5 pieces of nature that you want to use, find yourself a really good spot to be outside, grab your art tools, and let's get to it. So the canvas that I chose to work with today is heavyweight paper and just some simple color pencils. After setting all of your pieces of nature that you collected, take a moment to set your intentions for this practice. Think about how you are feeling right now in this very moment. Recognize if you're having any feelings of distress. Try to locate where you are feeling that in your body. Take a deep breath in and release it. So this is a really simple and quick activity that you can do. And since I am using color pencils today, I'm going to just take this time to trace around each piece of nature that I collected. And a really important thing to remember while you're doing practices like this is that it is not about the outcome, but it is so much about the process. You're taking time to be with yourself and nature, whether it's to release stress or it's to embrace how you're feeling. I like doing this practice not only because it makes me feel calm, but it also just helps me really connect with nature and just take a moment to slow down, which I think is really hard to do sometimes with the way our lives are. And I feel like it also gives me the opportunity to connect with my inner child by releasing the pressure of having this masterpiece, this beautiful piece of art that I'm going to create. So you will do this practice with every piece of nature that you collected. You are going to incorporate it into your artwork. Since I'm using color pencils, I'm just going to trace each leaf, and then I will add color or details however feels right. Each time that you pick up a new piece of nature, don't forget to look at it, to touch it, to analyze it. You can even smell it. I just really want you to take a moment to connect with it. And then I want you to use its existence to create art with. So just remember when you're doing this practice that you don't just have to collect leaves, even though those are technically the easiest ones to do this practice with. But I really have a fondness for all textures in nature. So I had to grab this stick with this platysma fungus, and I was really excited to use it. So now I'm at the point where I have used every piece of nature that I collected into my art piece. I'm just going to keep going, keep coloring, until I have that sense of gratification, that sense of completion. So as I recognize that I am coming to the end of this piece, as I continue to draw, I'm going to take a moment to analyze how I feel now. I'm going to think about how this process made me feel, and I want to reflect on how I felt at the beginning. Being self-aware is a key factor in these therapeutic art activities so that we can understand how we felt at the beginning of this practice, at the end, and of course analyze whether or not this was beneficial. Hopefully this was beneficial to you. Hopefully you were able to release any expectations of your art abilities, or even honestly like an expectation of how you were going to feel at the end, and you were able to just fully embrace the moment of being with yourself, being with nature, and creating artwork around that. I hope you enjoyed this activity, and I really hope that you use it in the future, and I'm going to look forward to seeing you in the next video. Rotten pumpkin on my porch. Cool. We're just gonna come down here a little bit. All right.